Yes, everybody, what's happening? This is Stephen Howson. This is Full Time Devils. This is tomorrow's Transfers Today, the video where we separate the absolute bollocks from the steaming pile of turd that is the transfer rumours and the transfer window. So, we have got loads for us to talk about tonight. We are going to get stuck straight into it, and I'm going to tell you what is coming up on the menu. We're going to talk about Fellaini. We're going to talk about Darmian. We're going to talk about Tony Marshall. And listen, calm your tits. It isn't good news. We're going to talk about Daley Blind, Pogba. We're going to talk about Sid a bit, and then we're going to finish it on Milinkovic-Savic. How does that sound with everybody? Righty then. Let's get fired straight into this done. So the first one that we're going to talk about is Marouane Fellaini. Start the party. He's out of here. He's gone. He's a free agent. So AC Milan are talking to him about a potential transfer. He's a free agent. Don't know why we're calling this a transfer. And he's gone. The word I'm hearing is the guy is out of here. But what we're talking about today is Sports Witness and an Italian report. So the Italian report that they're talking about is that there's been an acceleration in the signing process that could make the Manchester United transfer happen in the next couple of days. Now, the word on the streets in Manchester was that Fellaini had pretty much until yesterday to decide, what day are we on? Tuesday. Yes, yesterday, to decide his future. And coincidentally, a lot of this news about AC Milan started to really break yesterday. Now, what they're saying is, Sports Witness, they're quoting Calcio Mercato, and they're saying that there's been constant updates, but Fellaini needs to lower his asking price in terms of wages, or it's just simply not going to happen. I think he's gone. It's as simple as that. Mourinho probably did want him to stick around, but the wages that he was being offered from the club don't meet his expectation, which is kind of crazy, but there you go. I think Fellaini's out of here, to be honest with you, kiddies. Matteo Darmian, this one's also in Sports Witness, and they're saying he's waiting on a call, and they're quoting Tutto Sport in this one, and they're saying that the deal was a 90% chance of going through. Then on Monday it was reported the signatures can come soon. Tuesday sees them say Darmian is just waiting for a call to tell him that it's sorted out. Obviously, Italy not going to the World Cup shouldn't be a massive hold-up with this one. I imagine he's going to be on his way, and Juventus is the destination for Matteo Darmian. It says they're also looking at another full-back. An attempt has been made for João Cancelo, Portuguese right-back. And that's a geezer that's been on loan at Inter Milan. Now, why would Juventus be looking at two full-backs, you might ask? Maybe we'll talk about him in a little bit later on. Right, Marshall FC, are you ready for this one? This is coming from Mike Keegan, who understands it's a preferred move abroad, but the report has been parroted around in every single newspaper. This is from the Daily Mail, and they're saying that United are willing to listen to offers for Anthony Marshall, but not keen to sell a Frenchman to a rival in England. I'm hearing the same. Well, I'm not hearing the same, actually. I'm hearing that United are happy to let him go, but I'm also hearing that Jose Mourinho doesn't see him as a massive asset that's going to bite us in the arse. I really do think he's an asset that's going to bite us in the arse. If he's allowed to go to a Premier League team, then that's a huge mistake from a United point of view. That is an absolutely monumental mistake from a United point of view. How can you allow a player of the level of Tony Marshall to go to somebody like a Chelsea side where he's undoubtedly going to improve them? Now, I do think that we're going to be trying getting someone coming back the other way, probably Willian. But come on, I don't understand how you can say not selling him to a Premier League rival is just... It's absolute madness, you know. Righty. I mean, what's your guys' thoughts? If he's going, are you asked where he goes? Do you want to see him stay in the Premier League? Or would you be preferring if he went abroad somewhere? Daley Blind. Thinking about a move on his holidays. There's a Dutch report in the MEN. Let's pull that one up. So Daley Blind admitted he is considering leaving Manchester United in the summer transfer window. This is another one. I think Daley Blind is right out the door as well. Jose is going to be playing henchman this summer and getting rid of absolutely loads. Daley Blind's one that he just clearly doesn't fancy. And I don't understand why, because I think Daley Blind on his day is an absolutely phenomenal footballer, much like Marshall, that he just clearly can't be arsed working with. So they're saying he only started 3 Premier League matches this season, only one more league start after losing his place to Ashley Young. It wasn't even that he lost his place to Ashley Young, because the season before he was a centre-half, remember. He could also play at number 6. And it's just one of them where you go, what is he doing, man? So he's been linked with a move to Ajax. Ajax is the ones where you think that they'll probably come in for him. But to be honest, I think he could go anywhere, to be honest. Louis van Gaal famously mentioned a couple of months ago that he could end up playing at Barcelona. I think that's just because of how highly he rates him, not because he's hearing anything on the grapevine. But I agree. I think Daley Blind's going to go and be a great footballer somewhere. A lot of people in the comments saying they don't think he's good enough and that he's too slow. Listen, it's not about how fast you are with your feet sometimes. If you can move the ball along, and you name me better passers at United, there's not many. There's not many that are as composed as Daley Blind, that have got the passing range and vision of Daley Blind. And I think giving him a chance as a backup number 6 even, we didn't even give him a backup, we brought in Scott McTominay over him, I think would have been absolutely fine. I mean, did he have any bad performances this season? I don't think he did, to be honest with you. I can't remember any off the top of my head. I think the games that he played, he was pretty good. And then he just wasn't given the opportunity or regular game time at all. Yeah, someone's mentioned in the comments, Armando, he could have been a Michael Carrick replacement. He absolutely could have done. Next up is Pogba. So there's a report in the Express. Let's go and have a look at this report in the Express then. And it says, Mourinho tells Chiefs to sell Pogba, Barcelona keen. That's a bold claim, my friend, Mr. James Walters. And he says, Jose Mourinho has told Manchester United to sell Pogba this summer, with Barcelona tracking the midfielder, it's claimed, in Spain. So, United boss axed Pogba 25 from his starting lineup this year after a poor run of form. He also brought him back for the most important games of the season, including the FA Cup semi-final. So, for starters, mate, he didn't really act him, did he? He definitely did drop him at some point during the season, but he was brought back into the team, so calm your tits for one. According to Dario Gol, Mourinho wants transfer chiefs to sell Pogba this summer. They reckon a special one has told the Old Trafford board excuse me, that Pogba must leave in the coming months. Really? Really, with all the upheaval that we're going, he's really saying get out of here to Pogba. He said United are willing to sell Pogba for around £70 million. Oh, so now we're taking a loss on the guy as well. How about, I don't think so, my friend. This is just nonsense. This is absolute nonsense. Does this mean that Pogba will definitely not leave United in the summer? No, it doesn't. But I tell you this for free. United will not make a loss on him. And there's no way that Mourinho was like, get rid of him now. What I think might have happened is he might have come in and he said, if we get an offer over X, and that might be 120, 130 million, then let's take it, because I can use those funds elsewhere, if he's allowed those funds. I certainly don't think he was like, get him out of here, man. Not at all. Behave yourself. Next one that we've got then is Sidibe. So, right back, Monaco. Pretty good. We definitely need another right back. Are we in the market for a right back? Don't know. I'm hoping Timbo gets some sort of nod next season, and I think that'd be happy days. But this being the Metro, we're going to have our first Metro in of the season, of the summer transfer window. So this clown hasn't even put their name to it. This was written by Metro Sport reporter. Manchester United make contact with Djibril Sidibe over summer move. For starters, that's illegal. We haven't got the club's permission. And then let me read you the line out and see if you can spot the deliberate mistake. Anything wrong then? Listen to what I said. Manchester United have held talks with Djibril Cissé, but stopped short of making an official approach for a French international. We're not talking about Cissé, are we, you utter nuggets? We're talking about Sidibe, you Metro Sport reporter that can't even be asked putting your name on reports that you're getting wrong. How are you putting something out in a paper that's this absolutely monster thing and getting it wrong like that? It's Sidibe, not Cissé. And for starters, what you're accusing Manchester United of there is contravening tapping up laws. So are you saying that Manchester United are tapping players up and deserve to be punished for them? Because that's what you're implying there, Metro Sport reporter. Not even got the balls to put his name on a report like this. Absolute garbage. Manchester United have held talks with Djibril Cissé, but stopped short of making an official approach. That's illegal! Is that what you're saying? Fucking Metro. Every bleeding year. Let's talk about Milinkovic-Savic. This is also in the Metro. Written by Nick Howson. It's not me under a pseudonym, and I have no idea who he is. I don't think he's a relation. But he says, old Howson in the Kim Metro, Manchester United's hopes of luring Lazio midfielder Sergej Milinkovic-Savic to the club have been given a timely boost by the player's agent. The future of the talented Serbia internationally shrouded in uncertainty after Simone Inzaghi failed to qualify for next season's Champions League. Lazio only needed a draw on the final day against 5th place Inter, yeah, but they screwed it up, didn't they? So here we go, here's what his agent's saying. He has a long contract with Lazio, but as I said a few days ago, there is enormous interest in Sergej, said Kesman. In football, you never know what might happen from one day to the next, so we'll see what the future holds, but he's certainly one of the best players in Serie A this season. He absolutely was, and has the potential to become the best in the world in his role. That might be a bit giddy, but I like the confidence. The Champions League is the dream for all those who play football, but he's still 23 years old and therefore plenty of time to dispute it. And then it goes on just the Metro, and obviously it links us to 99 different people. Sergej Milinkovic-Savic is absolutely banging. A true number 8. Someone who's got good vision, great passing, and a range of passing as well. Not just one particular type of ball that he likes to play. He can cross, he can bang one over the top, he can fizz one in on the floor. He can dictate the tempo a little bit. I like him. I like him, man. He's going to cost us a lot of dough. 100 million is what they're talking about for a 23-year-old. Do you know what? That might be right. That might be the sort of ballpark we have to pay. I mean, no one can predict what's going on here with the transfer fees, can we? Every year we're just like scratching our head about what they're going to go for. So do you know what? Expect him to cost loads of dough, and expect everyone to lose their shit about him. But do you know what? This kid's worth it. So let's fight the guy, and let's fight the guy. Let's sign the guy, and then see what happens. Let's go into the comments and see what y'all are saying. There's an Arsenal fan saying we're not going to win anything. They're the ones who know all about that. Personally, I wouldn't swap Marshall for anyone younger than 25. For anyone younger than 25. Why is that important? I don't understand. Sandro coming. I heard 8% done already. There's a hell of a lot of talk about Sandro. You know. Hell of a lot of talk. We need Gordon McQueen back. Hope we get Savic, says Ronak. Sack Mourinho and get who, says Rudy. That's a good shout. I mean, yeah, we're not talking about that, but you know. Get a whole team of Cisse's. What about Papi Cisse? Yeah, let's sign all the Cisse's, lads. Let's get down to the bottom. Need Willian to replace Fellaini. I mean, entirely different footballers, but yeah, you know what I mean. I signed Savic on Footy Manager, says Tyrone. He can bang in long-range goals too. Yeah, we do need some goals from midfield. That'd be good, wouldn't it? There's now news about Anderson Talisca everywhere. There is, but you know what? I wouldn't really... I don't know if I'd say I wouldn't pay much attention to it, but I think there's probably some elements of certain players that are going to be first choice, like we saw Morata and Lukaku last season. There's going to be first choices and there's going to be second choices, and we're going to go quite far down the line, and then it'll probably be revealed either we didn't get the one we wanted or we did get the one we wanted, and we're going to drop one that we're not really after, I would imagine. And I think, do you know what? It probably wouldn't shock me, to be honest, if Talisca and Milinkovic-Savic was, you know, number 2 and number 1, respectively. What's my prediction for next season if we get all our signings? Well, my predictions are never right, are they? Champions, obviously, and 101 points. Mensah over 2 and Zabi. Not at right back. I mean, well, yes at right back, not at centre half though. Poch for Mourinho any day. I mean, here's the thing, lads. If you're saying Pochettino, sound, you're entitled to your opinion, but he hasn't won anything, and I think that's enormous at Manchester United, because let's face it, we haven't won anything this season, so why are you replacing someone who hasn't won anything with someone who hasn't won anything? Do you know what I mean? Where's the upgrade? Where's the obvious improvements in that? Weigl would have been amazing, a replacement for Carrick. He's classy. I do like him as well, mate. He's an excellent player. We can't sell Marshall. George, we can, and I think we're gonna. Talisca's been playing in the Turkish league. Chill out. Yeah, but he's still a good player, you know what I mean? How many players we're going to get, says the GOAT. We're going to get them all, I reckon. All of the 258 I expect us to be linked with, we are going to sign all of them. United should make a bid for Lucas Paqueta, He's showing great potential. Greetings from Rio de Janeiro. I don't know who that is, mate, so I would have to have a look into him. But I'll take your word for it. How about that? I would love Lewandowski, man. What a player. I would have loved Lewandowski. I wanted him to replace Rooney about 4 or 5 years ago. But now we've got Lukaku. You're not probably going to see him and someone like Lewandowski playing together, I wouldn't have thought. Any chance of Griezmann? Talk is today that he was staying at Atletico Madrid, wasn't it? So I'm going to assume probably not. Riot, if Marshall leaves, Sanchez is the man who deserves to leave, and if anything, Louis van Gaal didn't sign Sanchez, did he? Right, that is me for today. There's some more stuff coming out tomorrow that you should definitely check out on the channel during the day, and then we'll be back again, I think it's me actually, tomorrow night at 11, where we're going to tear into some more potential, what's the word I'm looking for? Idiots that work for the Metro, including potential family members that I didn't know I had. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Laters.